What is your recommendation for a board member of a large company? Let's say as for learning and knowledge, evolution, skills, evolution are concerned.
My recommendation, and forgive me, it's going to be slightly Anglo-Saxon, okay? I firmly believe that what you measure is what you get. I believe strongly, if you are the driver or you're the pilot of this great big aeroplane that you've got, right, and you've got all these people in the back with you, and you're the leader, I think, and you can't be everywhere all the time, you're not omnipotent, you're not God, okay, but you are the CEO. You have to remember that what you measure is what you get. And I do believe that you need a balanced business scorecard. And this is particularly pertinent when it comes to learning and human capital. Now, I've heard many companies say that people are our biggest asset, and yet I've seen them counting the computers. You know what I mean, yeah. Right? Now, I think it is really, really important that as a CEO, that you have measures in place, that you measure the rate at which your organization learns. Okay. Now that rate has to do with how well you adapt. New processes, new business drivers, how well you adapt to change. Okay. How fast you can change, how well you're keeping up with the competition. Now these are rates of learning. These are strategic. This is critical. But do not give that mission to your training department, because they're going to measure how happy people were in the course. You know, were the seats comfortable? Was the trainer good? Was the PC working? Did you like the wine? You know, try the veal. No, what you need to know is, how well are you adapting to your customers' needs? That plane, you know, are you flying at the right altitude? Are you flying at the right speed? Have you got enough fuel in the tank? These are the questions. This is the balanced business scorecard. That's my one piece of advice. Remember, what you measure is what you get. If you measure knowledge, you'll get it. Then believe me, it's useless. Knowledge alone is useless.
In the meantime, you need to pay attention that people are going to be happy at work, to be engaged at work, yeah, and to understand what they are doing as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this business about happiness is really important, yeah, too. And there are types of organisations that are happier than others, and we have a lot of data on this now. Yeah. The first thing we know, which some managers seem to ignore, is that people do not go to work just for money. Now, I admit, if you didn't pay them on Friday, they may not turn up on Monday. Yeah. But it is not the number one determining factor about why a person stays in a job. We know, and this is across the board now, this is not just a cultural thing in one country, this is true for most countries, is that the most important factor that gives them satisfaction at work and why they stay with you in that company is the sense of achievement. So if you don't give them a sense of achievement, they won't stay, right? And which is coupled with the team that they work in. Because remember, the people that you work with, you see more than your family. Right? So this is a catastrophe in a way, but this is the fact. So, and you don't get to choose necessarily who you work with. So again, people will stay or go, depending on having a sense of achievement and the team you work with. Now, I believe that finding systemic views of your value-adding system helps people get a sense of achievement. If people can see where they are in the whole value chain and how important their contribution is, if they get that vision, don't keep people in the dark. You know, communicate as freely and as maximum as possible. Lower the number of layers of hierarchy to 0 if possible, you know. Have everyone on the same level if possible. The best companies in the world are in Scandinavia. They have no hierarchy whatsoever. So people all have an immense sense of achievement. Everybody feels that they're an achiever as much as the CEO, who's in the middle, not the top. In the middle, not the top. Yeah, I think that's really important. And then the team. If the team is working to a single agenda, and this is a great achievement for a leader to get a team to have a single agenda, it's a hard trick.
Same purpose,
yeah, common purpose, and that they agree on it, and they're all marching south, not east, west, and north. Immediately the teamwork gets better, and the sense of being in a team gets better. It takes great leaders to get this, and it takes good techniques too. And the standard staff meeting and the standard communication that go on today in companies is not going to achieve this. It's not that you need better processes, you need different kinds of meetings and different kinds of collaboration techniques to achieve this systemic sense of unity around a purpose. How many times have I been in companies where I meet 3 managers don't even agree on what the agenda is, you know? Let alone the mission and the objectives and the strategy.
Yeah. You think that this exhibition is going to move in a new direction next year?
The direction I'm taking it in is essentially to get perspectives, to get exhibitors, speakers, and visitors who are not necessarily from the hexagon. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to cross-pollinate or pollute, if you like, our kind of purist French view that we have here of e-learning with people from countries that have genuinely succeeded in education systems, especially distance learning education systems, such as Canada, Australia, New Zealand, to a certain extent the US of A, also Asia, Japan, and I'm trying to bring in speakers and companies, and India, okay, who have succeeded in this new era, who've made the quantum leap, so they can come here and share with us what they've done and what they found to be important. And what is very funny is that what they find important is not what we find important.
Yeah.
So I have some exchanges and dialogues. I mean, today we had speakers from New York, Japan, Holland, UK.
It's good.
Yeah, it was very good, and it was very stimulating to see how things are done differently. Same tools, okay, often the same content, same business problems, completely different strategies.
Good. Thanks, Sally. It was great to be with you again. Okay, see you next year, maybe before.